I guess you do.
Read yours. Decided to try something different today?
Nope. Still just trying to impress Sayori, same as always.
Yep.
I guess so. Is that good or bad?
Well, neither. I have my preferences, but it would be unfair to me to call something good or bad based on that.
Fair.
As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself.
Dumb. That's comforting.
I don't know if that's dumb.
I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another.
Why me?
Well, you're always sophisticated with writing and have the most advice to share.
Is that so?
Yuri thinks for a good minute.
That must be terrible.
Huh?
For me to become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me.
Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion.
I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to
We get it, you're deep. Overthinking.
being disliked.
Yuri.
What? What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on.
Alright. Do you want to share your poem now? Your pumpkin now?
Okay. Here.
What a good pumpkin.
Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making.
Oh god.
Where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface.
Ugh.
Under a clear blue sky and expanse of bliss. But beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma.
Great.
The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found.
Oh, barf.
One can only build a sand castle where the sand is wet. Where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sand castles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic.
Therapeutic.
The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to a road at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to earth evermore.
Great.
You didn't like my Edgar Allan Poe
Oh, you sold it.
rendition?
We all know how Edgar Allan Poe sounds, because he died before recordings.
Yup. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about,
Inane in the membrane.
but I did my best to make a metaphorical approach to it.
Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it.
She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she?
She's full of weird
She
things.
just wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea.
Oh?
Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while.
Claim your thoughts. Yeah, I think I agree.
Claim or calm?
Clam. Clam.
Calm.
Clam.
Calm.
Clam.
I got receipts.
Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. This is going by much quicker, I think, yeah?
Yeah.
Makes me worried.
Yeah. Hi, Mandel. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival?
Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people... I'll have to give it some more thought.
Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem.
Sure. I let Monica take the poem and holding my hands.
Oh, it's kind of funny.
How so?
No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems and Sayori's poems have been getting more and more similar to each other every day. I'm surprised you're so in sync with her. And again, you've been spending a lot of time together lately, haven't you?
I guess you could say that. Although we kind of grew up as best friends, I haven't been seeing as much of her this past year. But since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot of time together again.
I see. That reminds me about how Sayori's been a little bit off today.
Yeah? Did she tell you something?
Well, Mandel, you haven't been flirting with her, have you?
Of course not. I've been treating her like I always do.
Alright, just making sure. I know how much you care about her. It'd be terrible if something bad happened to her, so just keep an eye on her.
She's gonna murder her.
That's what I've been saying this whole time.
Skin suit.
Skin suit.
No, I don't.
Skin suit.
No.
Sayori's been acting so much happier ever since you joined the club. What could have happened all of a sudden? ... Well, never mind. This really isn't the time to be talking about this. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you right now, okay?
Give me your pumpkin, girl. Alright.
Oh. The lady who knows everything.
Oh god, more of this E. Cummings spacing nonsense.
An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am. A feather. Lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day, I search. I search for little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and I fall, and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist.
She's an axe murderer.
With a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind.
This is an axe murderer poem. Pumpkin.
Axekin. Well, you know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything.
That's your department.
But it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about.
I see. I never really put much thought into it.
In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we all had the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning?
You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy.
Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, then really wouldn't have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone.
What does that mean? You mean one-dimensional?
Ah, yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It'd be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into.
So pick up an axe.
So you find other people who enjoy writing, and sharing becomes a lot easier.
Skin the suit.
Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, or okay, or bad, they want to focus more on everything that went into it, and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen.
In your books, maybe. But the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here.
It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on.
Actually, she wasn't feeling too well and went home early.
Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well?
No, shit.
So much for you two being all lovey-dovey.
No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it.
Oh?
That curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people.
Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine.
What did she say?
Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes.
Ooh, ooh.
But we will need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle all that by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all poetry pamphlets.
Pumpkin tree pamphlets.
Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can... Huh? Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I am useless.
No!
No! It's not that at all. You're the most talented person here, you know?
Wow!
That is a rough thing to say.
Dig that hole. Dig that hole.
Now Natsuki's pounding too.
Must be hard to dig with an axe. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around.
That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, don't you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere.
The ambiance in this festival stall. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see.
That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Mandel.
The one who is truly useless.
Oh, don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I'd be really appreciative.
Can we help Sayori?
Well, she's helping Monica, remember?
Okay, but can we help Sayori? That's... Is Monica suggesting I speak the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that?
I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I can give you.
Wow.
It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. No.
Natsuki tries to mumble.
I just mumble it. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Mandel may not be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that.
Wow.
How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? It sounds more like you're just making excuses for Mandel to... Well, what are you saying? It'd be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Mandel to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know?
Wow.
So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Mandel, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you.
Of course.
Very well. In that case...
Everyone looks straight at me. Sayori. Sayori. I mean... If it's gonna be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors, and...
But Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez. Do you really hate us that much?
Wow. No.
Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult.
So then Monica, I guess.
You sure?
Yeah, what if we can protect Sayori from this axe murderer?
Alright.
Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monica.
Yay! You picked me!
Wow.
Hold on a second. Yeah. Monica, you're the one who needs the least help out of all of us.
Wow.
Huh? But
Mess.
I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but you already have Sayori as well. But Mandel was the one who... that doesn't matter. You were the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. You're the club president, Monica. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club. Monica, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision.
Wow.
Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Gary? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives.
Wow.
Excuse me? Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monica. Yeah. We have a lot of work to do, too, you know. We won't do as good a job if you make us work alone. Maybe that's true. Think of the club, Monica. If we want our event to succeed, we need to appropriately distribute our resources. So you're gonna do the right thing, President? Okay, I get it. It's technically most logical for Mandel to help one of you two. So this is like a second playthrough thing, right?
Maybe, I don't know.
Or do you think, like, if you choose a different girl, that one gets tired and stays at home?
I have no idea.
I don't know. But she's definitely a second playthrough girl, though, right?
Sure, why not?
So...
She's probably the undater.
I guess that's what we'll do.